Good morning, everybody. We have hit midweek. It's Wednesday, and I'm here to finish off discussing the design of your China roadmap. Over the last 7 videos, I have pinpointed the 7 superpowers needed to get you into milestone number 3, which is focusing on growth. Now, superpower number 8, this is the 8th video on this topic, is analysis. There's no point in creating, reading, and understanding the numbers in superpower number 7. There's no point creating and executing the system processes and operational guidelines in superpower number 6 if you don't analyze the data that you're receiving from those numbers and from those system processes that you've developed. Many foreign investors, as they're entering the Chinese market, usually in their first to 5 years of operations, they don't spend time analyzing what is going on within their Chinese operation. But not just on a superficial level, going into the nitty-gritty of the operation, whether it's analyzing the numbers, whether it's looking at the sales activity per product, per service, whether it's looking at the productivity of the employees and analyzing whether they are performing or underperforming, overperforming even, whether you need to cut headcount, add headcount, whether you need to cut advertising expenses because you realize it's not bringing the return on investment, or changing the way that you are doing your advertising and marketing campaigns, or looking at your costs and realizing that logistics is too high, or it's really going into this nitty-gritty, but being organized by it, okay? When I say organized, it's not that when there's a problem, you start talking about it. It's being proactive because you've got these system processes in place. You've got your financial system in place. You're able to look at what is being produced from that to then be proactive and say, you know what, I foresee we are having logistical or warehousing issues, or I foresee that we won't have enough inventory on the ground, or I foresee that we're going to have to add headcount in 2 months, or I foresee. You want to be able to foresee things and predict things so that you can be planning ahead of time versus planning on the spur of the moment and actually making mistakes. So the idea behind the analysis work is saying, right, with the financial system, every single month I'm going to sit down with my accountant and we're going to go line item by line item, and it's going to raise questions. I'm then going to go to my departments. These just might be individuals if you're small, right? But I go to my departments and I say, all right, sales, listen, you're not hitting these targets for these product line items or service line items. Should we cut the product from the market? Should we lower the pricing? Should we give further discounts? You've got to go through these discussions. That's your job as a leader, as an entrepreneur, to analyze what is being created in the company and how to pivot, how to move forward, or ultimately how to exit the market if it's just not working out. We don't want to funnel in hundreds of thousands of renminbi, even millions of renminbi into an organization that is simply not working. There's no point to that. And I see too often entrepreneurs staying in the Chinese market because they feel they have to, versus saying, you know what, I'm going to exit now. It's just not the right time. I'll think about re-entering in 3 years. And maybe I'll explore another jurisdiction. There's 2 sides to every coin, guys. There's the side where there's the opportunity and the growth and it's working. And there's the side where it just simply isn't. And then you have to raise the question, what do we do? But funneling money into a system that isn't working just does not make sense. So why are we analyzing? We're analyzing because we want to grow and expand in China. We want to be able to make decisions, and we want to focus on what is important at this point in time so that we can pivot, all right? Too often, and I am guilty of that as well in the past, too often we are hit by roadblocks and obstacles that come our way and then have to fix them, versus being proactive and foreseeing things because we're doing the analysis and we can actually prevent the roadblocks from even popping into the roadmap or into the journey. So what I want people to realize is you have a sound financial accounting system. You've got operational guidelines and system processes in place. Execute those, but then analyze them continuously, especially in your startup phase. Analyze them monthly so that you can make things more efficient. You can make decisions quickly, and this will lead you to be able to expand and grow faster. I hope this video has helped. Tomorrow we're going to look at the final superpower, superpower number 9, which is focus and mindset. And stay tuned for that. But if you've got any questions or you want to understand how to analyze your business, send me an email and I'd be happy to speak with you. Have a fantastic day. Take care and goodbye.